When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Sun Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. To the air, it's Daniels. Under fire! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Thompson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the...
Turning it on! Picks up the first down. At the 30. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Well, they tossed it out to the running back going to the right. They were able to seal the defense with some good blocks and just too much space in the open field. Nice job.
Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Snagged out of the air. Going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on 3rd down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
All right, decision time early. I'm just going field goal here. Put some points on the board and pay off this nice opening drive.
And I get that, but I'm going to be aggressive. I'm going for the touchdown. Even if I get stopped, they got to go almost the whole length of the field. I'm starting the game aggressive.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they scores on the sneak.
Hey, man, if we're going to show up here and play this game, we're not kicking field goals early. We didn't come here and just lay up. They drive the field. They get it down 4th and goal. Field goal would have been easy. Head coach decides to go for it. The offense pays off the decision with a touchdown.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. To the air, it's Levin. A little release to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. And the Sun Devils moving quickly to the line. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, beat.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception of the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. All right, just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Jayhawks need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. They're setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Snaps it in the shotgun. Finds his big tight end. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. They'll move the tight end. Hand off from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils. Looking for the tie with the extra point. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He slings it deep to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. So now it's 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to get the edge on the right. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, a 4th down.
The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Snap of this drive will come from the 46. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Sun Devils will hustle to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. He's going up top. That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's going to fire to the left. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Those linemen can get a little aggressive sometimes in pass pro, and it'll cost him. Touchdown off the board, and they'll back up 5. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Moss. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arizona State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, and 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes, and for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Hamilton. Let's take a second about Arizona State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Corner's going to give them room. Here's the pressure. He's moving out of the pocket. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, big moment in recruiting last week, 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
To the air, it's Levin. Spits it out to the back. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, Phyllis, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. LSU managed to eke out the victory in a tighter than expected one. Don't blame the gumbo there in Baton Rouge this week. These Tigers are to blame for this one being this close. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, Phyllis, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Williams.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And the Jayhawks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll toss it to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they go with a toss play, and you see the patience this running back has. I love when he has the ball in his hands. He's just able to sort of feel out where defenders are. He's able to see the hole open up. Once he sees it, he puts his foot in the ground and gets upfield. Nice carry.
There he goes. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Kansas.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
14.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the back. Back to throw. It's Levitt. Quick completion on the out. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
Brings up second down.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moss. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Sun Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I think the quarterback at this point just needs to settle down. We saw the interception earlier in the game, and all of a sudden on that throw, just really bad fundamentals. The quarterback just needs to settle himself, get himself into a rhythm, trust his fundamentals, because that's going to help his accuracy.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Sets up the screen. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Sun Devils come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, going to the air. Now adjusting. Blasted as he lets it go. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, trying to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Unloads to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game if they were going to have success, they had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
The throw, not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Brings up third down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Williams. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Still on their side of the field, no problem. Going for it, 4th and short from the 44. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He lets one fly deep. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Sun Devils headed quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Tyson. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's caught downfield. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
A really nice job on their final drive of the 1st half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Jayhawks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback pulled up to and sacked at the 12.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Got a man. It's Moss. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Speeding down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The toss to the right. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. On target over the middle. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and fortunately ended up losing yards.
Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. He's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz.
Oh, there's an alley on the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. South Carolina was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Gamecocks performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. It's Udo. And they're able to get him down.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. That's caught. It's Tyson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Quickly complete. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Sun Devils want to crank the tempo.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Pulls it in, it's Brown. Put it right on him, sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. On the double. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10.
Ringo! In blue!
The hand to the running back. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. The Sun Devils back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking for a crease, it's Thompson. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Using the quick game. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Leaves it with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Converts on fourth down, still going. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on first and goal.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching. Keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
On the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona State! They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1?
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kansas, 28.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Breaks into the open. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Kansas.
The Jayhawks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Daniels. The sure hands, it's Henderson.
Complete to wide out. Loses 3. Brings up 3rd down.
Quarterback making adjustments. And the Jayhawks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get outside. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1.
Now, 4th down.
No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Rushes on him. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection going for a big play on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The short hands, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. On the move to his left. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like,
he's going to throw deep right side. Intercepted, number 19. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
He's taking the shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense.
Oh, he's got some space. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And this is sort of like a pinball machine. The numbers keep ticking up. He's closing in on 450 yards.
Yeah, Reese, and there's no defense for perfect throws, and that's what this guy's been delivering all game long. You know, the coverage hasn't always been awful, but this guy just finds a way to thread the needle.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Got it in the middle, it's Tyson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And the beatdown has ensued. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
55, Kansas, 28.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.